Hi, crafty friends. Who would think that you could use a Dollar Tree dry erase board, well, a couple of them, to make a decorative toolbox? I know, I'm so surprised, but we did it. We did it, my friends. All right, so what I'm doing first is I'm just kind of cutting off. This is going to be the sides of the toolbox. So I just kind of envision the shape that I want it to be. And then once I cut that one side off, I just flipped it over and did the other side. So then on the second one, what I did was I just laid that one on top of it. Same thing, just marked off and then cut that one. And I'm just going to kind of go over it, the edges, sanding it just to kind of like round off the edges a little bit. Obviously not as much as the ones on the bottom, but just to kind of give it that rounded-ish look. Rounded-ish. I think that's a word. Okay, so once we get that all done, then we are going to use a third board, and I cut it in half, and now I'm going to cut the handle off because we're going to use these as our sides. I did not put a bottom in my toolbox just because it's decorative and I'm just going to put things in it just, you know, for decorative purposes. But you could totally use a fourth board if you wanted to for the bottom of it. So then I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? Because, you know, the dry erase boards are like that shiny, glossy material. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm just going to sand it. So not only will it distress my edges, but it will just, you know, really grit up the board itself. I guess that's how we would say it. But I loved how when I started to do this, the sides started to really look super distressed. So that turned out perfect. So on the end of it, I'm going to use this little stencil here that I got from the Dollar Tree a while back, and I'm going to put it on both sides. You guys, when I'm dabbing it in, I don't worry about getting in all the spots. I kind of like it to look a little bit distressed, like it might be a little worn off on this area or that area. So, because again, we're going for the whole distressed vibe, a super farmhousey kind of thing. So that worked out good. And then I was like, oh wait, how are we going to attach this so it's really good? Grabbed out 4 of the tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, painted those white just so they'll blend in a little bit more. And then once that's dry, we're going to start assembling it. Now, again, this is purely decorative, so I'm just using hot glue. If you wanted to use E6000, you could totally do that. But what I did first was I just took one of the blocks and along the sides, I just kind of hot glued it right on there, right up on the edge. And then I would turn, once that's dry, I would turn it on its end, gosh, words are hard today, and put a little hot glue and then put it down on the board. And then I just did that all the way around it. So easy peasy, just hot gluing all that together. And then I was like, what am I gonna do for a handle? So I grabbed one of the plungers that I had from Dollar Tree and just used that same coat of paint, or same color paint, I mean, and just kind of used a baby wipe and just kind of wiped it on there. And then I'll just hot glue that in for the handle. And really, you guys, it's that simple, but look how cute this is. Oh, I love this. It's like a chunky toolbox. So cool. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow the page for more.